G'day everyone, Jason Nunn, Fisherman's Warehouse, Tuckerwell, Mast Point. This Friday's fishing report, and unfortunately again, still those showers lingering on. Geez, we've had some rain. Look, the weather this weekend doesn't look that bad. Around about 10 to 15 knots of wind tomorrow and a little bit out of the northeast. There's still going to be showers Saturday, Sunday, unfortunately, and we're going to get some bad weather towards the middle of next week. Some big winds Wednesday, Thursday. So look, let's just everyone play it safe and don't do anything too crazy, I reckon. 2.2 metres of swell tomorrow. Look, I think there's a possibility that you might be able to duck outside if that wind stays low, and just got to be a little bit mindful of the bar. It's been a bit active this week, but look, there will be some snapper in that offshore situation. So a lot of guys have rang me today already wanting to know, what tomorrow and the weekend is going to bring in case they want to go down and fish like, Catherine or Bay up towards Reddit or even a little bit further south. My advice, I suppose, just take it easy and have a bit of a look at it. If it's too rough, do not go. It's just as simple as that. We've got a fair bit of current running uphill at the moment as well, so you're just going to have a look at it. The wind will be a little bit northeast, so it could just be a little bit bumpy. Out wide last weekend, obviously the end of the All Ports and Inner Club, again, blue marlin. There's a lot of blue marlin. I remember we got a nice fish last Sunday, but this whole coastal strip at the moment, it's been one of the better blue marlin seasons for a long, long time, and a lot of stripes and blacks actually turned up late last Sunday afternoon. Hopefully they'll hang around for the next few weeks. We've just got to get this little bit of a weather window to basically get out there and have a bit of a crack. If you're going to get on the beaches, there's quite a lot of tail around at the moment. But again, that swell's going to play a bit of havoc. I don't mind fishing the beach when there is a bit of white water around, but 2.2 metres, the southern protected corners, breakwaters, Blacksmith's breakwater, of course, you've always got the option there of Stockton breakwater, but you're going to have to just fish the tides. Nice tide tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, 1.7, a nice tide. And of course that 5 o'clock low tide. We're going to see a lot of water move out of the lake, and at the present moment, the lake is very, very high due to the intensity of those low pressure systems. So all of the lake with the extra water is quite full. So those run out tides are going to be quite big. We've got NDA competition this weekend, and they'll fish basically midnight to 10 o'clock on Sunday. So a bit of an overnighter for those guys. So they'll be braving some of those elements. There's a lot of squid in the lake, as we know, and this big push, again, a lot of flathead have already moved out, and we've seen that last week where those flathead spilled out through the channel, up along Blackie's breakwater and back along the beaches. So they're going to be a little bit quiet on flathead, but there's been a lot of tailor come in due to this bad weather. So my tip out there on the weekend is have a bit of a crack for these squid, maybe get a few of these mull away, and have a bit of a go at these tailors. Some beautiful tailor schools around. There's varying sizes, but there's been some beautiful fish out in the middle of the lake. Trolling, I think, is the key. The deep tail dancers are probably one of the picks. But even if you're trolling around with a bit of, some pilchards or a like, I think that'll be worthwhile. And take those chrome lures, because it will be busting up on the surface, particularly if this wind backs off. And of course, early mornings, late afternoons are going to be a little bit better. There will be a lot of brim in the system. We're already getting a tip now that there's already these travelling fish starting to move in. Got a report of that basically on Monday. So we're starting to see these brim move in. The mullet is starting to get a little bit flighty as well, and I know there are reports from Newcastle is that big fresh coming down the Hunter, a lot of these fish have moved out and moved onto the back of the beaches. So you're going to just have to sort of make the most of it. Look, it's a very small window, Saturday, Sunday, because as I said, the weather's going to go awful next weekend. Let's hope that the weekend after we won't be able to salvage something out of it. Now look, this week's winner is Rob Mason for our monthly winner. Now Rob, you can come on down to the warehouse over the weekend. You're going to pick up this beautiful blades and tail rod. You're going to have your selection of 6 of these Zerek fish traps, and of course the gadget tackle box as well. Rob sent a photo in on the weekend. He caught 149 centimetre jewfish off the beach, and he released it. Now that is an incredible effort. That fish would be estimated at around about 35 kilo or even better. Rob, that is probably the best catch I've seen in years. 140 centimetre mile away, 49 centimetre, I'll get it right, but to release it is absolutely fantastic. Guys, you've got to have a look at your fishing and do these responsible things. I know release rates with our fish are very, very high, and it's great to see these big breeding fish go back into the system. Hopefully when I talk to you next Friday, I'll have a happy face, I'm out on the water, and we've got blue sky, but there's more to come. I'll see you then.